Hello and good morning. This is the Breville Barista Express model BES870 in black sesame. As you saw in the photos, this is a refurbished machine. It's been used for a couple of years. Traded in by one of my customers who upgraded to the Breville Oracle, so a much bigger, more complex machine. But this one was in good working condition, had no issues when it came to me. I did a basic service, so I changed 7 of the seals, so that's all the seals on the inside, to the boiler, to the pump, to the valves. I've checked everything, I've cleaned all the pipes and then done all the cleaning cycles, and the machine works like new, honestly. Has 0 issues. In this video I'll be making my morning latte to show you that everything works. Now in terms of the cosmetic condition, the customer was relatively careful with the machine, but inevitably there are scratches that happen here around the front where the cup goes in and out. There's a couple here where the milk jug sits, and a couple of very small things here and there, but honestly very clean, not too bad for its age. And what's more important is that it has 0 issues on the inside. It's spotless on the inside actually. It comes with the basic accessories, so single basket, double basket, cleaning disc, cleaning brush, cleaning pin, and milk jug. And I've also included a razor tool that I 3D printed. So the razor tool should be here. It's this tool that you can use to scrape off the extra coffee that you have in your portafilter. I'm also including this for free. It's a dosing collar that I 3D printed. Basically, this will sit here. I'll actually show you how to use it. It's not very difficult. It sits in like this, and then you grind your dose. Then when you finish, you take out your tamper, you press it down, and this will reduce the mess that sometimes happens. So if you don't have this tool, what happens is that you have the full dose ground already, ground into your portafilter, and you take it out and it spills on the ground or spills on the drip tray, and that's not good. So that's what this is for. And also comes with a brand new water filter, so we'll put that away. You can install that when you have the machine. Cool, I'll show you how I begin to make my coffees. I like to start with a blank shot. So a blank shot means that I get my cup, I put the cup underneath, and I run a double shot of hot water. This is gonna warm up the machine, it's gonna warm up the handle, it's gonna warm up my cup as well. Get rid of the old coffee. You can do that once or twice. It's a little bit yellow because I made a coffee on it last night and it was, I forgot to clean. So we'll do that again. So this step is almost like a small mini clean because it will flush the valves with normal water. See, much clearer. That's better. I'll leave that there. And let's start grinding some coffee. So I will take out the portafilter, drain the water, dry it with a tissue or a towel, and then I can start grinding straight away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure with my scale here. I'm going to measure the inputs and the outputs. If you were interested, some people like to use recipes and control the amount going into the handle, and they control the amount going into their cup. With this machine, because it's like an entry-level machine, you don't have to, especially because it's using pressurized baskets which are easy to use. So my scale is on 0 now. Just make sure it's on 0. I'm gonna show you how to use this cradle. So this is what it looks like on top. This is what it looks like on bottom. So it clips in like this. Make sure this rectangle part is towards the back, away from you, and these two are left and right. So you would reset my scale one more time with it. You would choose single or a double shot. Let's do a double shot. I can't remember how much I put, but let's use the 3 o'clock mark. So you just push, make sure you push and let it go back. Don't hold the button. So this is a button, you push it away. Don't hold it, just press it once. Sometimes, because it's a 3D printed part, it's not super high quality. Sometimes it gets stuck, so I would maybe 1 out of 10 times or 2 out of 10 times. When I press it just stays stuck, so you just make sure it goes in and out. Or you can just sand this part, I think. So that's 22 grams. That's too much coffee. We wanted something like 17 grams, so that should be a bit less. Now I don't know if this is the correct amount. So this 3 o'clock position was too much. The 11 o'clock position may be better for you. I'm gonna get rid of the extra coffee. I think I took out too much. Okay, that's 17 grams. So when you have 17 grams or the correct amount of coffee, what you would do is you would grab your tamper, press it nice and firm, and then take this out. See, almost zero mess, very easy. And just make sure your tamper is pressed flat and not at an angle to the left or to the right. You will notice that, well, I can give you a tip. If you don't have a scale, that's okay. You can still get the correct dose. How do you know what's the correct dose? Look at the silver part on the tamper. So this silver part should disappear when you press, and it's disappeared. If you can still see the silver part after you press, then that's too much coffee. Or you've got this tool. This will remove the extra layer of coffee if you have too much coffee. And as you can see, we have the perfect amount of coffee. It's exactly the same height. Maybe a few small granules, we can put those in the bin. But I would say it's very good to have 17 grams of coffee in there. We'll press it one more time. Show you that one more time. So yeah, this is the tool to use if you have too much coffee, and you'll know that there's you can remove the top layer if there's too much coffee. If you're not touching the coffee at all when you're spinning it like this, then that means you have the correct amount of coffee. If you see a big gap between the coffee and this part, then you have too little coffee. Again, this is 17 grams. Then you lock it in, you get your cup. If you like sugar, you add sugar now. You also have a hot water tap here. You can add hot water to help the sugar dissolve. I forgot to mention what the buttons do. So this here is the grind size dial. This will control if the coffee is too coarse or too fine. So it'll control the speed of your shots. A large grind size will give you a fast shot. Small grind size will give you a slow shot. This here will turn off the machine or turn it on. This here will control how long the grinder will run for. This will choose the single or the double grind quantity. This is the pressure gauge, so it will be around here if you have the correct settings. If it stays around here, 9 o'clock position, that's too low. If it's around the 10, 12 o'clock position, that's good. This here will change the button length. So these are the buttons for the single and the double shot. If you want to change them, you press this program, then you press the so you press this program button, then you press the button that you want to change, and then the machine will start to make coffee. You press it again to stop, and then it'll remember that amount. Actually, I'll show you how to do that now. Not very hard. Alright. So with the grind size, it's on number 5 now. Grind amount is about 11 o'clock. But I'll leave you to experiment which one is the best. Try 11 o'clock, maybe it'll give you the correct amount of coffee. With the programming, if you want to change it, press program, then you press the button that you want to program. Then you press the button that you want to program. There we go. I didn't see the pressure gauge. I think it was a little bit high, a little bit up here. I was focusing on the time, so that was 17-second shot. And we got 42 grams. So that's a nice 2.5 to 1 ratio, you can say. It smells nice. It tastes nice. I'm happy with it. So you could slow down the shot by grinding a little bit finer, but honestly, I think for most people this is good. Next, we can do the milk. I'm just going to grab some milk from the fridge. I'm going to be using cow milk, full cream, straight from the fridge. If it's colder, it's better to get some foam in it. Try to avoid room temperature milk if you can. Okay, I have filled this milk jug up to here. So this is your milk jug that comes with your machine. It's the Breville one. Fill it just below this line. So see this curve where the mouth curves? Just below that. You can do the cleaning now actually, so you can also take this out. Make sure you don't drip cold, hot coffee on your hands. Get a few knocks, and then when it folds up, you come back here and just do a flush. Press the single button maybe, rinse everything. This is going to rinse your handle and also the group head as well. That's good. Alright, next. Turn the dial to the front and it will start steaming. It will start steaming in about 10 or 15 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off once it's at full pressure. I'm going to put my jug and then I'm going to turn it back on quickly. So turn it off, put it at an angle like this. The trick is to keep the wand not too deep, but not too high in the milk. If it's too deep, you won't get any foam. If it's too high, you'll get too much foam. So you want to keep it sort of maybe 1 centimeter below the surface, and keep the milk spinning in like a tornado. This is going to keep it spinning, keep mixing everything, and in the end, the result will be nice and consistent. And then when it's too hot to the touch, turn it off. When you can't touch it for more than 1 second, then turn it off. And then before you let it cool down, give it a purge, just to clean the milk. And then in 5 seconds, the machine will cool down. It'll go back to espresso mode. Last thing, grab a wet towel, clean the milk wand. Of course, it's really hot. Make sure you don't burn yourself. Because it's really hot, the milk will stick on it very quickly. So it's better to clean it ASAP, as soon as you can, from top to bottom. And that's about it. Here's my milk. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break any bubbles like this. Then I'm gonna swirl it around to mix. Do this a few times until the surface is nice and smooth. That's okay. Alright. Got a nice little heart design. The milk looks very, very smooth. Honestly, smoother than my expensive machine when it's on automatic. Put this here. Show you the final result. It's a very, very nice latte. I'm sure you can do the same coffees and better once you get your hands on this machine. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Hope this video has helped you. Yeah, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers.